Imagine a stone temple older than farming, older than pottery, built by people who had no cities, no writing, and yet raised massive stones to speak to them. This is Göbekli Tepe, the world's first. On a hill in southeastern Turkey, buried rings of T-shaped stone pillars were. Some pillars are over 5 meters tall. Many are carved with animals, foxes, lions, snakes, and vultures. The animals wrap around the stone like stories carved in rock. Archaeologists began serious excavations in the 19th. Radiocarbon dating shows Göbekli Tepe dates to about 9600 to 8200 BCE, roughly 12,000 years ago. That makes it far older than Stonehenge and older than the first known cities. The shocking question: the people living at that time were hunter-gatherers. They did not farm or live in permanent towns, yet they quarried, shaped, and raised huge. Building the enclosures required planning, many hands, tools, and shared purpose. That suggests social organization we did not expect at such an early time. The pillars are T-shaped and sometimes carved with human arms and belts. Others show vivid animals and strange symbols. Some scenes are dramatic, predators attacking, vultures feeding, images that hint at beliefs about life, death, and the natural world. But there is no writing, so we must read meaning from the stones themselves. Why build a temple before towns and One idea is that Göbekli Tepe was a gathering place, a sacred center where people met for rituals and feasts. Animal bones and traces of large-scale butchery nearby suggest communal meals. These gatherings could have created cooperation and shared identity, possibly encouraging the later shift to farming. In other words, religion may have helped bring people together and made agriculture possible. Who organized the work? Building Göbekli Tepe implies leaders or organizers and skilled stone. Carving detailed reliefs and moving heavy pillars required craft knowledge. We don't know the names of the builders, we only know their skill. Around 8000 BCE, the site was deliberately buried under tons of earth. The people covered the enclosures, carefully placing soil and debris over pillars. Why bury a temple? Some scholars think it was a ritual, closing a way to end the use of a sacred place. Others suggest shifting beliefs, climate change, or new social structures made the site less important. The burial protected the art for thousands of years. Göbekli Tepe forces us to rethink how complex society is. For many years, scholars thought farming came first, then villages, then religion. Göbekli Tepe shows complex ritual architecture can appear before agriculture. That flips the old story and shows human societies were experimenting in many ways. The carvings offer clues but also raise questions. Vultures and predators may point to funeral rites or mythic stories about death. Human-like pillars suggest the stones might represent ancestors or spirits. Yet without text, we can only propose possibilities. Excavations continue and new discoveries appear each season. Beneath some circles are older layers suggesting long-term use in rebuilding. Each find adds detail and new puzzles. Some archaeologists warn against grand claims. The past is complicated and we must avoid fitting everything into one idea. Still, Göbekli Tepe stands as a powerful symbol. People 12,000 years ago chose to spend time and labor creating a place of meaning. They made art, organized work, and created rituals that mattered. That creativity links us to them across. Recent studies suggest builders used simple stone tools, wooden levers, and coordinated teams to move pillars from nearby. Bones and plant remains show seasonal gatherings and artisans likely specialized. The effort implies strong social bonds and shared belief systems. Göbekli Tepe changed how humans saw the world and helped spark experiments in food production and settlement that followed. Today, Göbekli Tepe is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Visitors walk among stones that once guided ancient ceremonies. The site is silent now, but its stones keep asking questions about belief, power, and how humans organize their lives. When you think of the world's first temple, remember Göbekli Tepe, a sacred place built not by kings and cities, but by people who gathered, carved, and buried a site that would outlast them by millennia. If this fascinated you, subscribe for more deep history stories. Tell us in the comments which mystery at Göbekli Tepe should archaeologists try to learn more with us.